Hello and welcome to Jim's Workshop. This is a follow-up video on my recent video concerning the unknown machine vise. I have gotten several comments and did some additional internet research and found out who actually did manufacture this vise and what it was made for. One of my commenters remarked that he had a vise that was very similar to this on his Alexander pantograph machine. From that, I started looking at Deckel pantograph machines and found out this vise is actually made by Frederick Deckel in Germany. It was an accessory vise to their GK21 engraving pantograph machine. So my original assessment that it is high quality, possibly made in Switzerland or Germany, was correct. It is made in Germany by Frederick Deckel. I was able to find in a Deckel catalog, actually several Deckel catalogs, a part number referencing this vise as being part number 6013. And I believe this other number, the 0355, is the serial number of the vise. So I'll put a couple of still shots of Deckel catalog pages here, and you can see that it is part number 6013. I also found one Deckel catalog that referenced the other number that I found on here, which is in the casting itself. It called this vise a... well, I'd have to look at the catalog. But, so I do have confirmation that this actually is a Deckel product. I also found a YouTuber named Mr. Crispin who has a vise very similar to this on his Deckel milling machine. It's the larger version of this, but it's designed basically the exact same way. So here's my surprise. Shortly after buying this vise at a local swap meet, I was perusing an online auction site for a machine shop auction close to my house, and I found this. So this is the exact same vise, painted extremely ugly. It does carry the same part number on it, 6013. This one is serial number 1578. This vise is actually in much better shape than the blue vise that I found, in that the table in this position is not all machined and hacked up. This one is virtually perfect. It's very tight, works very smoothly. It's got the V-groove jaws that are shown in the Deckel catalog as being what would be standard fit to these vises. This has been modified by a previous owner in that this plate was added, and what I've been able to determine is that this plate was used to clamp a vise stop, so that there's two parallel surfaces here that could be used to clamp a vise stop, for repeatably indexing parts on this vise. So now that I have two of these vises, what are my plans for them? Well, this one I'm going to strip and repaint, and clean up the metalwork a little bit, but this one is virtually perfect in the way it functions. The only downside on this one is that it's got an extremely ugly paint job. So this one I'll strip the paint off and repaint it to something that I think is more appropriate. This one, I really would like to either figure out if there's if there's parts available for this. I would like to get in. I'm going to take this apart real quick. I've got all the screws out, so it basically just slides back and forth. I want to remake this part here. So it's relatively complex, but I think I should be able to mill a replacement for this, unless somebody in Germany knows whether or not decal parts are available over there anywhere. It would be nice to find a new old stock replacement one of these, but if they're not available, I think I'll have to make one. I do have this, as I say, I had taken it all apart. This piece is held on with 4 socket head cap screws from the bottom. The nut for the lead screw goes in here and is held in by a socket head cap screw from the bottom. These 2 holes have been drilled all the way through and into the base casting, so I need to weld those up and grind them back off smooth. I don't like holes in machine parts that don't belong there. So I do have a piece of replacement steel for this to remake one, so I think I will do that. I'm also going to strip the blue paint off of this and repaint it so that both vices match. But anyway, that's my plan. Here's the part number designator that I found in one decal catalog. They identified this as a GVD vise rather than part number 6013. So that's kind of a double confirmation that this is a decal product. And like I say, it was made for the GK21 pantograph machine and or the GK12 pantograph machine.